Hi again, friends. My name is Hari Om Vashisht. I should have played some drum rolls around the corner. Hello to the Bharat Dreaming Salesforce community meeting on 11th of July in Jaipur, Rajasthan International Center. Oh my God, 1,500 people at the same place, tied together with one thread. Wow! So what this huge group of people can think out loud. Oh my God! I mean, there are going to be 80 speakers. There are going to be a lot of sessions. The day will start early at 7:30 a.m. I think it will finish by 2 p.m. But after that, the conversations, real networking will begin. Before that, there will be live stage performances. I can say people will prepare to speak on stage. I even tried to grab an opportunity to speak on stage, but failed. Missed it. I am not really eligible to speak on stage, kind of because I'm new to the Salesforce ecosystem. Hey, I am new to the Salesforce ecosystem. I started learning the ABCs of the Salesforce ecosystem few days back only. So before I proceed, I will also post the link to join the session with me on live. And I am here for the next 30 minutes. So if, but I don't have people in this thread. I mean, I'm not poking someone specific. So I ideally, I always try to think inside and look inside and, oh my God, what just happened? Oh, it went out without a thumbnail. Okay. What I'm saying is that I always compare my actions and methods into the best case scenario, where I could operate from. So I will share my screen. I will get to the agenda. So what I'm asking today and what I'm doing, why am I doing it this live stream activity? This is stupid. This is almost stupid. So I'll start from sharing my screen. Ta-da. Where do I start from? This is the foundation of everything, right? You can hide. You can hide. Okay. Bharat Dreaming. This is the platform. This is the stage. This is the stage I wanted to speak at. 1,500 people. And why also? Because I have been away from the Salesforce, actually professional community for about 2 years now. अगर आसान भाषा में बोलूं तो प्रोफेशनली काम किए हुए करीब 2 साल हो चुके हैं. तो ठीक है, मैं नहीं जानता कि लोग कैसे सोचते हैं, कैसे बात करते हैं, कैसे काम करते हैं प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्क्स में. लिंक्डइन देखा है, ट्विटर देखा है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के साथ खूब एक्सपेरिमेंट्स किया है. बट oh wait, I think I need to change the orientation of the page from here. Okay, so बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है. मेरे एजेंट्स मेरा पोर्टफोलियो किधर है? तारा, मेरा एजेंट्स ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ एजेंट्स इज नाउ एनेबलिंग मी एवरी डे. इट्स लाइक ये जो लास्ट थर्ड एजेंट है ना, ये तो मेरे रोज के लाइव स्ट्रीम को समराइज करके, डॉक्यूमेंट करके, टू डू लिस्ट बना के मेरे को एंकर भी करता है. भाई तूने कितना सही काम किया. मैं जानता हूं कि मैं अपने गोल्स तक अचीव नहीं कर पाता. मेरे गोल्स में रखता ही यहाँ पे हूँ. मैं मेरे गोल्स रखता ही यहाँ पे हो, तो उन तक पहुंचते पहुंचते मैं ऑलमोस्ट नहीं पहुंच पाता हूँ, मोस्ट तक नहीं पहुंच पाता. बट भाई जो मजा आता है ना एस्पिरेशनल गोल के पीछे भागने में. और ये देखो जो सो अगेन लेट मी टेक अ स्टेप बैक. द post, the LinkedIn post I created just before this session is this is the real question I'm asking myself. So I will get to the root of it. Can I zoom in? I think I can. Right. Let me also try to maybe if I block this part of the screen, I could have created more space. But anyway, let's not improvise too much. So this is the hobby. I improvise too much. I experiment too much. I talk too much. I build as well because if I don't build, if it feels incomplete. So I've been a builder for about 15 years now. Maybe I should start from who am I? I will go to my LinkedIn profile. I'm an Agentforce enthusiast. I'm not a builder. I'm not a proven. I don't have a proven track of building Agentforce agents. So I only have one public agent at the moment, and I have a level of perspective and confidence and knowledge to confidently say that my perspective is worth $1 million. So who am I? I'm a guardrails first, documentation oriented, disciplined person who has a specific strong perspective to deal with the things. So there are some things that I cannot do. It's like stupidity. You know, joining a team meeting without a meeting notes taker today would be stupid. I mean, why do you have to push your brain to do something that the technology can take care of, right? So the perspective. Who am I? I have about 15 years of experience below the belt. Uh, in my head, in my experiences, in my journey, which has prepared me for this foundation to work in a way that pushes me. So I think there's some engagement. I will celebrate my own post too. Okay. Um, it's not giving me a summary of my 15 years of career. I shouldn't be going into the each element one by one, but I should have prepared maybe a PPT. Okay, so I'll summarize. My career of last 15 years has been 3 years. Initial 3 years from 12 to 15 were basically a. Oh no, there's a delivery person. I will need to take this. Hello. Hope I dodged that, but let's see. So, my 15 years of career has basically given me entrepreneurial development, marketing, product management experiences. That this is the best experience I think I got after my long time in the career. Product management. This opportunity also taught me more than anything else in my um, career. So I'll go back to the today's post. So again, being in the leadership roles and responsibilities, what I think I have learned is that doing less but better is great actually. Uh, I mean, today I can one shot lot of code with the help of so-called artificial intelligence, but that has to make sense, right? If that one shot message is not is actually not aligned with something anybody needs, I could be burning hundreds of dollars, right? The super intelligence fable is there now to build with me. So I yesterday I was asking another question myself. It's like, am I ready to work with the super intelligence as a co-worker? Hey, there is co-work available already, right? So this is the um, banner of the. Oh, sorry. back to work. So, where I was talking about the core of the things I'm doing. Anyway, I was at the da-da-da, this page. This is the foundation, right? The biggest question I'm trying to answer. Uh, so I'll read the questions from my LinkedIn post I created before the session. I mean, these are the real questions. It's not, and the best part in this session is these kind of sessions, because I do it very often. I do it every day almost. So this is a project I started with 4th of July, my cleanest $1 million funnel experiment number 15.0.2, which basically means I have been running a lot of experiments in public documented formats on these connected pages. There's a trail of a lot of pages there, and I publish everything. I publish it like whatever I think in my head, I just publish. Okay, so this funnel basically says that the event is worth $1 million, at least for me. I mean, I'm sure the event is worth $1 million for a lot of people out there, but it's about me and someone who's needing me, right? So again, let's get into the depth. That is to answer that question. Basically, what I mean to say is that there is a lot that needs to be true for this to be true. That is the perspective. That is the foundation of my perspective. Salesforce is one part of the puzzle, right? I mean, today super intelligence is right there to answer me anything I can ask. Can I ask the right questions? I mean, I can even ask AI to generate the questions for me. So it's like I simply need to connect my Claude to a Salesforce account. And if I have to map a business operation in a form of a funnel, because I see everything as a funnel. Now and why I see everything as a funnel, every conversation as a funnel, there's a foundation of another 3 years of thinking through on the topic conversation. So I wrote 5 chapters on the topic conversations of my life. Out of 21 chapters I have written until today, which are also published on my blog nothingelsematters.com. और आई थिंक मुझे पिछले 2-4 सेशंस में मैं हिंदी में भी बात कर रहा था, मतलब व्हाई नॉट हिंदी, ठीक है? तो मेरा एजेंट पोर्टफोलियो यहाँ पब्लिश्ड है. मेरे लाइफ के चैप्टर्स 21 चैप्टर्स यहाँ पब्लिश्ड हैं. उसमें से 5 चैप्टर मैंने सिर्फ टॉपिक ऑफ कन्वर्सेशन पे लिखे हैं. फेज 1 में चैप्टर 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. What is a conversation? And this all happened when I joined this, when I was showing you my LinkedIn profile a couple minutes ago. So the Bubble AI platform in 2023, it was the best time of, I think, 2022. And it was almost the best part of my life. So that is when this thing happened, conversations. And because when I'm connecting the dots from everywhere to everywhere, so it is basically a conversation between me and the super intelligence and the system, the Salesforce system, let's say, on the top of which we could be building tomorrow. So now the question is, can I ask the right questions? And that makes my perspective worth $1 million, because that is the aspiration I work towards. I want to work towards. I wish to work towards. I'm preparing myself to work towards. That is a perspective. That is the way I look at the universe today. And today, why today? What changed today? Today, a lot of things changed. The way we think, the way we work, the way we talk has changed. I mean, people are posting everything everywhere. So it's like the resume is the kind of resume you want to build, the hiring manager want to see, the kind of posts, that the kind of content people want to see is there in a way that people want to see. I mean, or the AI can build, right? So AI can build a text for me in my LinkedIn post. It can think for me. It can publish for me. It can even take action for me. So I should have a foundation that is connected with the conscience that makes sense to the system and the humanity, like empathy of the impact of the things the system can do. Right? I could be damaging a platform with very raw thoughts if I have an access to admin access to a Salesforce account and I don't understand and I don't know how to ask the right questions. Right? The cloud systems can create, simplifies things, or can kill a system if it's not taken seriously, carefully, iteratively, asking the right questions with the right test methodologies. So everything is an experiment. Okay. Can AI act like a buyer? So today I want to improvise, ask my ChatGPT client or agent, or I should say app, to talk to me like my ICP. My ICP is someone who's been in the Salesforce ecosystem since some time and generating a revenue in the range of $10 million at the least. So my Nothing Else Matters services home has a definition of my ICP. And I also have published a detailed face of my ICP. Why I want to talk about that? Because that is the profile that is judging me, right? I want to showcase a few funnels now, because when I said I believe everything is a funnel, I see everything as a funnel. There has to be proof. Like, show me a proof, show me a funnel, buddy. I mean, describe or get into the root of something. What was the previous page showing? Let me try to take a step back. 31st December 2025. That was the day when I launched this project on ChatGPT. 2026, I make my first $1 million. The 50% of the year 2026 is gone. This is the raw version of me speaking to the camera and the audience and the universe. There is zero revenue until today. And I am still kind of confident in a best case scenario, not the worst case scenario, that I can still enable my client, at least my clients, my first $1 million is a byproduct of something. If I can help my clients generate millions of dollars, I get to make $1 million, right? So if I have to get to show you few things, aspirational methods of talking and building. This page was also built by Cloud, with the help of my MCP connected with my WordPress hosted blog. Okay. I call myself a research-oriented professional. So that is also the foundation of today's core message that I'm trying to give, is that am I the research-oriented professional any system integrator is looking for? In a way that, can I ask the right questions? So this statement, the next statement, is very, very core of how I think. Do I understand the building blocks of the modern systems enough to be able to have a conversation with super intelligence and walk through the most complex maze and map the funnels aligned with the business context of the underlying entity? So I wrote this just before the session started. So the agenda of such an exercise would be to figure out the gaps that the system integrator may not have seen or may want to immediately fund and get rid of, or maybe build systems in a disciplined manner to help a business entity. At the end, it's a research project, right? Maybe, or in a way, I actually want to put it out in this way, that if you're not looking for a research oriented professional, you might not be looking for me. So someone who's looking for a project manager to take care of the things that they know how to get done, maybe I'm not the person you need. It's kind of a um, raw filter that is should be filled in the stage one of a conversation. So that is my definition of myself. I am the research oriented, documentation first, raw, and vulnerable someone new to the Salesforce ecosystem with 15 years in my pocket. Okay. So I operate under Agentforce Research Consulting. This is my business entity name, and that is also not registered. Registered name is Unfinished Innovations LLP. But the platform LinkedIn needs more agent force related, needed more face, right? So I built this agent force research consulting. I try to read through knowledge every day. Every day it's kind of a lifelong learning hobby that, wow, I need to, you know, every day learn something that I don't know and step into a zone that I don't understand. Otherwise, I'm like building a grave of my own. I mean, the industry is crying out loud in the face of opportunities, right? I'm working from a small town in Haryana, and I'm like, I can only work for about 4 to 6 hours a day, right? That's the that's the constraint I've built around myself because my grandpa is about 88 years old. That's the constraint. That's what is my priority. My family is my priority, right? I cannot leave my small town Haryana for too long. It's like the Jaipur is 1 day trip. I know it's going to be. I'll be leaving at about 1 a.m. and I'll be back by 1 a.m. So it's just a 24 hours journey, about less than that. Point is that that constraint, right? I have converted that to my unfair advantage. Where did I write that? Unfair advantage. Being able to speak to the camera on live stream is also my unfair advantage. I mean, I understand, I know most of the audience people on the platform LinkedIn. um, I mean, even so, I won't try to pinpoint any kind of things. I will also open the agenda in a moment from here. New tab. Da-da-da. Oh, I also posted a comment on yesterday's uh, uh, post, and there has been not really a response, but it's okay, right? So I tried to connect with people. This person also didn't respond yet, I think. Hmm. Point is, let's build. So I need to move. Okay, this is the agenda. 7:30 is the breakfast table time and registration time. So I'll be there. I think 6:30 a.m. my train will reach. Yesterday I checked. My train had about like 24 waiting list. It is scary, but I know it's there are options available. So oh my god, there are many uh, auditoriums. It's an interesting thing to capture before. So there will be multiple sessions at the same time. Break your agents before your users do. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So this is an interesting thing to capture before. So you might want to choose which audio you want to enter, what is that you want to pick up, right? So there are 4 sessions every time live, and you might want to choose one, or you might want to skip from one session to other one if you are not finding it worth it. It would be chaos if people are jumping between the sessions. Maybe the organizers will try to enforce that you cannot leave between the sessions. So I wonder, but I still wonder positively. Let's wonder positively. Let's start with the first session. That starts at keynote. That's the common session. Then there will be 4 sessions parallelly. Orchestrate the impossible. Oh my God. The Salesforce Architects Career Roadmap in the Age of AI. That's the second one. Third is talk to your CPQ, voice driven settling. So these 4 sessions, oh my God, there are 5 sessions at the same time. Main Audi, Mini Audi 1, Mini Audi 2, Conference Hall 2, and workshop. Okay. So you could be going to the workshop, maybe actually building something. Oh, the agentic AI glow up. Salesforce testing needed. Usually Andrade. Okay, sorry. I wasn't able to really pronounce this name. But the point is, this is going to be difficult to choose which session you want to actually uh, go for. And there are many. I think it's an interesting thing to start from. Orchestrate the impossible. But how would you miss the Salesforce Architects career roadmap? I'm not architect, Salesforce architect, but everybody is kind of an architect today. Everybody is a builder. Everybody has got to choose. But of course, there will be support roles. There will be operational roles. So everybody is not an architect. But I don't feel less than an architect. Although I know very minimal about the ecosystem yet. Okay. The third session would be at 11:30 from clicks to prompts to AI agents bridge for SFUX. Okay. The parallel session there will be where Apex ends, Omni Studio begins. Okay. Break your agents before you or users do. Hey, this is going to be interesting. Beyond user stories, how BA and QA shape successful Salesforce delivery. Okay. Reading through the topics on live stream again is not going to be helping much. So now when I re-saw this agenda, now I'm realizing that, dude, there was one more image, right? Dude, it is going to be difficult to choose from which session you want to choose. So you might want to read through the itinerary before the session, right? Okay. And the 420 demo jam partners. Wow. Oh, 220. I didn't see the calendar clearly yesterday. So 4:30 p.m. there's a last session, 4:10 p.m. Then there is 4:20 to 4:50 demo jam. There's 4:50 to 4:10 closing note, keynote. Okay. Then 6 p.m. is the closing ceremony. After 7, there's an after party. Oh my God. Okay. So we don't know the day ends, when the day ends, and when we can leave for the where are we all coming from. Hey, I don't know when I will be back. It's okay. So shutting this agenda at the moment. At where advantage we were talking about. Are we live yet? Are we still live? Because LinkedIn is not really showing me if it is live. Let me go to the home of my profile. Okay. Now, where we go next? Where do we go next? Let's talk to ChatGPT, and it is an interesting format of conversation that I believe is a kind of interesting method as well. I improvise a lot, so it is a chaotic methodology to keep on improvising because it becomes difficult for people to follow. Hmm. Not everybody can embrace chaos, and not everybody loves chaos too. Okay, so this is my Chat GPT home. I have been having a conversation with Chat GPT. Hmm. Oh, same conversation I was opening on phone, right? So I'll be this was the title I was trying to choose from when I had a participant for this session, but suddenly I figured that the participant who agreed to join me today is traveling. Is actually picking up a train from Pune. Here we picked up a train at 6 p.m. today. We decided to go live at 6 p.m. So they said yes, but didn't wasn't the right method. I mean, if someone is traveling through train, getting them to live stream on such a session might be difficult. I mean, there will be cracks, but I missed. I allowed them to continue their journey. Okay, so let's talk to this agent. Let them be the ICP. Let's improvise. Hi, you are my ICP. You are my ideal customer profile. Someone operating at scale with the $10 million MRR. And I am the person joining the event. Let's talk about it. My agenda is to justify that my perspective is worth $1 million.
Your event is worth that million. I'm definitely curious. So tell me, what makes your event unique from my perspective? What problem are you solving for someone at this scale?
Great. So I'll take a step back. I'll try to give you long answers. So let's start with the basic thing. You're saying what problem are you solving for the someone at scale? I'm comfortable with looking at things from a research-oriented, raw, open-minded way, and I see everything as a conversation, as a funnel. Every conversation is a funnel. So without understanding the assumptions, the goals, the basic need of the thing, I want to get into the depth of anything. So I believe everything has to start with the goal and a research oriented format, and that is the key skill I have.
I see where you're going. So you're positioning this event as a way to help someone like me refine or challenge assumptions, align goals, and get clarity through a rigorous research-centric lens. If you're confident you can offer that depth and at a scale that shifts outcomes, well, that's where the $1 million justification might come alive. Let's see how you frame that next step.
So you have to challenge my perspective. You have to ask me questions.
All right, I will. Let me challenge you right now. If I'm already running a $10 million MRR operation, what's the single blind spot you think I don't see? And why would your event open my eyes in a way no other resource could?
So when I say I see everything as a funnel, I am now coming back to the goals of your business and mapping your system. So because I also believe that every funnel has a potential of optimization and automation, and when we are talking about funnels in the form of operations and business requirements, every funnel has an area of improvement, and that is what I believe that I can try to point the gaps through by my research oriented methodology.
I like that angle. So if you were to look at my business right now, what's one funnel you'd instinctively question? I want to hear how you'd identify a real gap you believe I might be missing.
So what I'm saying is that I'm good at asking the right questions, I believe. So I'll start with understanding your goals. So let's do it like this. Give me tell me the goals you are currently operating at, and the things you don't find enough courage to touch.
You're flipping it back on me. Well played. Let's say my goal is expanding into a new international market, but I'm hesitant because the risk feels high. If you can show me where my hesitation is just fear versus where it's a genuine gap in my funnel, I'd be all ears. How would you spotlight that difference for me?
Okay. So you are already operating. Help me understand the context. Are you saying, uh, okay, help me understand the question.
No worries. In simpler terms, if I'm unsure whether my hesitation is just me being cautious or there's truly a weak spot of my approach, how would your event pinpoint which is which? In other words, how do you help me separate my own doubts from actual gaps in my business system?
So now let me try to start with pointed goals. Okay. Um,
Perfect. Let's get to the heart of one. Pick a specific goal you'd want me to tackle, maybe a key outcome I should expect from your event, and let's see if I find that worth I million.
right. So let's start with the 6 months goals you are currently operating on, and the business operations that are totally dependent on Salesforce.
Fair enough. Let's say one of my 6 month goals is increasing customer retention by 10%. Now, if you were to guide me through my funnel, what's the first question you'd ask to expose where I might be losing that retention?
Retention. It is a very critical, or I should say, very nuanced thing, because the definition of the term may vary from organization to organization, right? So let me start with the definition. Define the term retention you in your way.
I define retention as a customer continuing to renew or purchase for at least another full contract period. Now that you've got that definition, how would you start mapping where I might be losing them?
Right. So where in the funnel that actually happens? So help me understand the customer's funnel.
Exactly. We break down their journey step by step and figure out where they slip away. So from onboarding to renewal, we find that friction, and that's where your $1 million insight would be.
Right. So I'll give you an example which I worked on in the beginning of my, I think, career. That was about 10 years after I started my career. Is that when
Uh,
I when I
It
look
sounds like you've got a story there. So
well,
go ahead, share that example, and let's see how it relates to uncovering those hidden gaps.
right. So when I joined this small team of about 5 people, my goal was to improve the onboarding funnel to some extent. When I looked at the data, I figured that most of the parents never get to know that their kids are even using the product we were working on. So the funnel actually came out to be very raw in that phase. But after 5 years of understanding that thing, today I have a perspective that retention is the last thing. I mean, the leading metric. Not the real leading metric. Maybe I don't have the right term today on the moment. But point is, when the candidate is leaving, there's a lot that has already
Right.
happened in their journey, right?
Exactly. By the time retention is measured, a lot is already unfolded. So your approach, finding those overlooked moments earlier in the funnel, could actually be that $1 million insight. I think I'm starting to see the value.
One moment. Okay. Would you like to ask me some
I'm glad.
difficult questions now?
I definitely will. Next time, I'll push even deeper into those assumptions. For now, I think we've peeled back a layer. Let's keep that funnel evolving.
Right. So I can start with the user onboarding journey. Basically, what is that we are offering to the customers, and after that, maybe when I am done with all this research, I would actually want to try the onboarding journey as a user to be able to map the offer and the gap.
That sounds like a solid plan. Immersing yourself in the user's actual experience is often where those subtle gaps appear. So once you walk through that onboarding, you'll have a sharper lens to spot what's missing. I'm sure your ideal customers will thank you for it.
So that's the point of doing this live conversation, that the raw version of me needs to get out in front of my ideal customer profile. So this session I will finish from here, and my Cloud agent I will also upload it to YouTube after this. I know I should do that automatically, using tools or my own jugaad, but it's not available to me at this moment. Either it needs a lot of system power or needs money power, which I am not investing both into right now. So that is why there's a ticker running on the bottom of my screen. That is, I'm looking for sponsors, because live streaming has a catch. I can now build my audience and build with all the new tools that are there in the industry. So the sponsors is a very nuanced thing that I'm looking forward to from this event. Bharat Dreaming, see you all folks there. My stories are all there on my blogs, nothingelsematters.com. I'm operating under the brand name, the registered entity, Unfinished Innovations LLP. And that's how I think, that's how I work. This is my ICP. I missed to showcase my ICP profile. Oh my gosh, the image is there. It's a very detailed image designed by Cloud ChatGPT, but that's the difference. That's the perspective I'm looking forward to meet. I don't know my ideal customer profile yet. Salesforce System Integrators, मैंने उनके बारे में सिर्फ सुना है. मैं Salesforce ecosystem में पहले कभी काम नहीं किया है, तो ये जो फिल्टर्स मैंने डिजाइन किए हैं, ये मेरा एस्पिरेशनल लेवल है. That is where I wish to operate at. Okay. So this hypothesis will be tested through this event. At the end, I wish to have, so my expected outcome is right there. Where is that? 10 personalized, no. Outcome. I have written somewhere. I need 10 qualified ICP profiles, customers, conversations in my pipeline by the end of July 11. So I will finish the session. Oh, I actually wanted to read through this book summary, book mind map, thinking in systems during this session, but it's about 10 p.m. It's about dinner time, and my grandpa needs my help for the medicine. That is the discipline I need to maintain. Everything else has to go down the drain, or I should say deprioritized, second prioritized. But the systems thinking is something I believe I have built around the things I've been doing. So let's see you all on 11th of July. I'll shut the systems pages I don't need. I killed one page, this page, right? So, I mean, let me end with the poem, which I think did yesterday as well. From patterns to prophecy to possibilities to prophecy. And I wrote this poem, I think this July, last year, right? It has not been, there's no AI used in writing this poem. I mean, if I had to write a poem with the AI, it doesn't even feel like a poem. So it came from my heart, straight from my heart, and I even read it out loud here. And these images, of course, were generated by the AI. So this is how my poem goes. If leverage comes from content and content gives you authority, if imagination defines your perspectives and perspectives define your limits, if opinion, process, and methods are all that matter, and opinions form actions, outcome, and built up confidence, all you need to do is continue writing your story in public. That's my own method of talking to myself. So where do I finish today? The article I wrote. The person of interest. Where is that article? This is my Twitter profile from about 2010 January. So I've been, this platform X also has a bug. It doesn't show me what I have published everything. So it's not even showing me my own article. So I'm trying to dig it from my own community. Can I show it here? Can I show it here? Can I show it here? Where's my article? Where is my article? It's not there. 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 Oh my God. Yeah. Person of interest. This is not even complete. It's not showing me my article. Come on. So I think I also published in my LinkedIn profile, but not going into showing everything. I mean, stop. I need to go. So that's all for today. The stage is there. Anybody who's willing to talk, join me as a co-host on tomorrow's live stream just before the session, day after tomorrow. You're most welcome to join. I'll give you the stage to speak to your ideal customer profile. I would also even like to challenge people, like challenge yourself, boy. Folks, I'll be right here tomorrow, sometime 6 to 8 p.m. in between. And I think see, or otherwise, see you all in Jaipur. Subah 7:30 baje breakfast tables pe. Bring your agents together. My portfolio of agents is like waiting for you.